this one lady was breaking down that she's not attracted to her husband. So I ain't even get to watch this one. I just saw the title. I was like, we reviewing this one. Wally gave the green light. He's like, oh yeah, we definitely gotta go in on this. So
this is so funny.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull it up.
Yeah, that was so goofy.
So before we play the clip, man, she attractive, she cute.
She all right, yeah.
Okay.
She's all right, but I don't know what's up with those nigga clothes that she's wearing though. Like she's from like
maybe up north.
I mean, not New York, but West California or something.
So what clothes? The flannel type jacket?
Because it feels like she's got that up north vibe. Yeah.
Don't put that on us, Wally, man. She from
she's
Okaloosa, Florida and shit.
No, not with all that. You
Kissing Me, Florida.
That would be the only shirt she wears. Shoot, why the hell she need the other one?
Dude, do Floridarians be wearing that, Wally?
No. If we do, it's again, we're not wearing that plus that under it.
That might be that style. You know how they'll have like some khaki shorts and then a sweater and shit.
Yeah.
In a car
it's
like
hot
that,
as hell, but they want to be weird with it.
But that's my thing. It's hot over here. We're trying to breathe, not trying to dilute.
Wally trying to pin her on the east. She probably from like Cleveland.
What the hell are you trying to pin on the east? It's the north. I don't know which north, but it's the north. It doesn't have to be your north, but it's the north.
Yeah.
But this is a hell. See, this must be disrespect your man day. I didn't even recognize it. Both of these clips, but that's a hell of a title. I'm not attracted to my husband. Man, if I see this, I'll be like, I'm out. I'll get me a big girl. I don't give a damn. I'll be like, shit, somebody gonna love me, goddammit.
Oh man, you should see like the clip.
Yeah, let me go ahead and play it though.
Wait. Okay, so I've been seeing this a lot with Clarence and Queen, but it's genuinely true. Like, you cannot date your type. If you are constantly dating your type and it ain't working out, girl, check them DMs. Look at his picture. If it's like, that's the one. I'm telling you, baby. When I met my boyfriend, who's my husband now, he'd even tell you, baby, it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying? You know, it took me about 2 days to start liking him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being.
I gotta stop right there. My man done waited for some hood coochie.
She got loud. She got real quick.
I know my man ain't wait for no hood coochie, man. Neighborhood bust down. She clowning too. Damn. She definitely from up north though.
Yeah, for real. By 2 days, okay? Because I was so used to like talking to light-skinned boys or just talking to boys who were more worried about their self, right? I done met a roughneck country bumpkin nigga who would do everything for me, and I almost passed him up because he was dark-skinned.
Damn, are we doing colorism in this?
Oh y'all, when I tell you I would have been out here working 3 jobs, I was with him. I'm telling you right now. Them niggas that care about themselves, they're gonna have you out here working 3 jobs just to fulfill what they need in their purpose in life. Baby, my man ain't never told me to go get no job. When he came to see me and he told my mom and them, he said, no, I want to take her so I can take care of her. I got this. My daddy handed me over so freely. Okay, wait.
What y'all take, man?
It's real simple.
Is my man a simp?
Well, pretty much what she's saying is she hit line and sinker a sucker. That's all what she's saying. Look, all jokes aside. This is the thing right here, right? I'm not attracted to my husband, right? Notice the first thing she said in the starting of this, right? The ones that your type, the ones that you're attracted to, right? They usually are not the ones. No, that's not the problem. The problem that y'all having is because y'all types are what? In line with what y'all looking at, who y'all seeing, the figure. It's not with what they bring, the character, everything else. And that's the point. You're only talking about the looks factor. Because that's all you were talking about in this whole video, the looks factor. He wasn't my type of cup of tea, but you know what? I know one thing though. I dropped them 3 jobs and he was taking care of everything else.
Yeah, she got herself like a beta husband, you know, a provider, and that's the only thing that's probably like she's attracted to. Other than that, man, like I don't know about. I guess the sexual appeal and the physicality is just not there, so she don't mind disrespecting them. But the fact that she's putting it out on the internet and you're laughing out loud, like really out loud in that struggle car verse, that tells me something right there, man. Like this dude is not really putting down like he's no, I ain't gonna say like he's not putting down. It's just that he's not putting his foot down on her neck, you know, and correcting her and checking her.
And
So
then she had to even go further talking about, I had to come out to the country just to get me a dark skinned dude just to find love. Like, why you had to even mention that thing? Like, just mention that you just came down south and you were probably up north. You came down south and you actually found love. Like, why you had to like descript it that far? I had to find me a country bumpkin that's dark skin. What the fuck? Man, that shit, like, I swear, y'all just do it for the grand for sure. Like, dog, y'all just out of pocket.
Everybody was saying anything just to try to go viral, though. I ain't gonna lie, man.
But I mean, man, why? If she with that dude, because I see she was rocking the ring and stuff, that's why I'm saying, like, man, that I'll be fuming. I'll be like, oh, hell nah. Because, like I said, she literally laid it out the playbook, like, man, you know, don't get the one that's attractive. So, okay, that's strike one. Yeah, you know, I had to drive, like Wally said, damn near like I don't went out of my way to get somebody that's like a little ignorant and gullible and green to the game. So it's like, then she kept on saying like colorisms, like I forgot. I think Wally was bringing it up because for what it sounded like, them light skinned dudes was dusting that shit off.
Because that's what she made.
Getting her bread.
She be chasing. So that's my thing. Is like you chasing everything but the right thing. You ain't chasing character. You ain't chasing personality. You ain't chasing nothing else that is legitimate. You're just chasing a fucking figure and an image. Congratulations. You played yourself for multiple years, and then you finally realize you're still just playing yourself for multiple years because now you just caught yourself a sucker. That's what you're basically trying to say and say here.
I got to give a shout out to them. The light skinned homosexuals was all in her pocket. She was like, damn that. They had her ass out here working. So she was like, fuck that. Let me go down. She was like, let me go down south and get this this simp down here.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's it, man. I'll say is something, man, and I've been trying to tell people, man, that's why I was just trying to tell you guys, man. I did not want to go down that 50-50 path. Because a lot of times, man, when females are talking about it, provision, man, they just sound warped a little bit where they're just like, you know, fuck the guy and he'll be a good guy and him doing the right things and stuff. But they're almost like laughing at the shit when they be explaining it. Oh, man, he's doing this and this. And the sad thing is, man, like she even mentioned, man, I had other dudes that I wasn't doing a fraction of that shit for. And they running through it. So that's why I be telling guys, I'm like, man, be careful who you get that provision to, man. Make sure they invest in you too, because you don't want to be the guy that you're coming in and doing all these acts and stuff, and then everybody else was running through the coochie like 7-Eleven and shit. Didn't even buy her ass a hot dog from the gas station, and here you come saving the day and shit with a cape on. That's why I'm like, nah, man, don't be an embarrassment, because this is how a lot of them females be talking about the dudes that they don't really respect or they're attracted to like that. It's sad, man. Because like you said, Wally, it's like, man, she ain't talking about character. None. It's like, hey, he does all this shit for me. I really don't like the motherfucker, but hey, I get what I want. So that's pretty much the summary of what she's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and damn that. This shit be getting sadder and sadder. They're not even trying to hide this shit no more. I think at least in the old days, like it seemed like there was like a agreement between the two, like men and women, where it's just like, hey man, don't embarrass me. You know, act like you're like at least appreciative for the shit. Nowadays, they're like they'll go out in public and be saying that they're using guys, and you know, I got to kind of give pushback to the guys because they keep putting themselves in these situations, man. What would y'all do if y'all like came across this video, kind of like the last one? Like you see your chick out here, man. You out here busting your ass, man. You providing, you doing the right things. You a good stand-up guy, and you come across this video. Your chick just out here. What would y'all do?
I ain't gonna lie. Now at that point, right? Because she said like a lot of things that was like pretty much like degrading. I ain't gonna lie, like I you know, I'm into like pediology, right? So like I'll just have her stuff like packed up, like, you know, in the front door, change the locks, man. Write a little like note and just tell her like get the fuck out of my property. You know what I mean? Yeehaw, you know.
That hood chick gonna burn your shit down. Wally, would you be out? You came across this, be like, oh hell no.
So if I ever would have came across this, or in a sense, see, this is my thing, right? Let's say me and the chick were in past of relationship, right? And she told, and I seen this video, right? And she says this shit, and I'm like, wait, what? You ain't attracted to me? Well, today's a good day.
You said
today must be my birthday. I just got release papers. I'm out of here. Like, well, like, don't get me wrong. Like, she said it herself in the video, right? I think it took her also the dude to actually like sort of like gel into the idea of her too. But it's like, again, that's my whole point. Is like attraction is not just about the looks. If attraction is only looks, then you're screwed. Because a lot of y'all keep playing yourselves with these dudes left and right. And guess what? She said it herself. I gave the way to every other dude that was my type, my ultimate type. And guess what? Where are you and those dudes now? Oh yes, he cheated on me. He did this. He did that. Blah blah blah. We departed. Like, come on. And this is my whole point. So the fact that you're only attracted by looks and not by the character, not by the personality or anything else, that tells me this whole video just proves to me why men say what they say about y'all and why y'all will always be mad. Because y'all ain't shit. Like, this video is a proven factor why some of y'all just ain't shit out here. Because you're telling me you only dated this dude because he wasn't your type as far as looks, and everything else about him didn't really matter because he was doing everything else and I had to do less. And I felt good about that.
Yeah,
this slavery shit got to stop.
Yeah, man, because this is like people coming into situations trying to use people, man, and they blatant with it now. So that's why I was like, a good woman don't talk like this. So that dude that wiped this up, my man was desperate. You know,
because I guarantee you, like, let there be a parody, right? Like, imagine a parody of this video. She sort of said the same thing, right? But only different. She would come in here and sit here and say, "Hey, yo, boo boo, you know them dudes that we date that are our type? Guess what? They not. And why? Because guess what? You put out the example of yourself. You said that I was dating my type left and right, and I was getting cheated on. The moment I started dating someone that wasn't my type in looks and realized he was my type in personality as far as a character of a man I want to be around, that's when I realized I found it my type." And that's and my thing is this, but you went this route and said this nigga was not my type. He wasn't. I had to look at him sideways. I had to look at him a couple of ways, and multiple angles to be like, "Ooh, you know what? You know what? You cute. Fuck out. Fuck out.
Here, I got to play it one more time. I just got to hear it one more time before we roll out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been seeing this a lot with Clarence and Queen, but it's genuinely true. Like, you cannot date your type. If you are constantly dating your type and it ain't working out, girl, check them DMs. Look at his picture. If it's like, that's the one. I'm telling you, baby. When I met my boyfriend, who's my husband now, he'll even tell you, baby, it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying? You know, it took me about 2 days to start liking him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real.
Okay, never mind. I was
Not 2
wrong.
days, okay?
So it just took her. It wasn't on him either. Okay, great. Even worse.
Yeah, that's how he grew on me, aka he had to spend some bread. Yeah.
And that's my thing. Is like, again, he grew up on you, but he grew up on you in what way?
he was kicking out that cash.
Shit up. You just can't.
And then she did kind of highlight like he waited. So yeah, so she's like she started chuckling.
Because I was so used to like talking to light-skinned boys or just talking to boys who were more worried about their self, right? I done met a roughneck country bumpkin nigga who would do everything for me, and I almost passed him up because he was dark-skinned.
And he didn't worry about himself and his looks.
Oh, y'all, when I tell you I would have been out here working 3 jobs,
that part was a highlight for me when she said that she's used to light-skinned men. Like basically, she's used to the pretty boys, right? That focus on taking care of themselves, their looks and all that, right? But as far as like with that particular dark-skinned dude or whatever, he was like pretty much like maybe one of those DMX roughneck type of Roddy Rough boys or whatever, right? That never really probably had a whole bunch of acne on his face. But obviously,
it was so funny.
He did something to win her over though.
It wasn't even that for me. It was the colorism for me. Because ain't y'all females be the same ones talking about we out here always be choosing these light-skinned girls over y'all dark girls, and then this is the thing. But see, guess what? Here it is. A prime picture, a prime video, a prime clip of someone that is light-skinned saying the same thing about her choosing other light-skinned over the roughneck dark dude. Again.
Well, see, that's why
colorism on both ends, ladies and gentlemen. Stop fucking using that as an excuse. Because
hey man, I'm kind of
saying shit.
Y'all need to let light-skinned guys shine, man. Shit. He's
like, oh hell no, I gotta play defensive. Y'all can't do it.
I'm for sure probably back then you probably had like the wave texturizer and all that stuff, man. Like
the perm on the side and shit. No.
Right.
Oh my god, like
but you know what? Well, you did throw out like a good point, like kind of like the contradiction, because like we get like a lot of flack when we can't actually us dark-skinned men don't even have the liberation to say, well, you know, I want to date someone who's a little on the brighter side beyond my preference. So instead of dating like a light-skinned woman, right, and just be like, oh yeah, I got me a light-skinned baddie, I was like, okay, well, let me just get like a Latino or whatever. She's lighter than all.
but the reason why I pointed
that smoke
it
out, L3.
But the reason why I pointed it out is because again, it's like, if a brother just dated a woman that was just light-skinned, even though she's still black, quote unquote, right, by the daddy's stamp of approval, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like it is what it is. It's like you're just dating a black girl, like even if she's light-skinned or not, like it don't matter. You're dating a black girl. That's all there is to it. That's all I need to know. But in this case, it's like you over here, you're dropping the details, everything else. Is like I didn't even need to know the brother was light skinned. You could have just told me I like dating dudes that were, you know, quote unquote my type, that take care of themselves. You could have just flipped it that way. Because this dude, I mean, he didn't take care of himself, but he took care of himself, right? But you went in detail. You was like, you know, I'm usually always like to go with the peanut butter, Mr. Caramel brother. Like, these are the guys I like to go with that always keep themselves to the 9. But then when I found this dude that roughneck, you know, edgy and everything else, like, oof. But he was taking care of everything, boo. And I was like, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. And you just double back, you just do a double back take, and then next, you know, like, you know, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going this way.
It sound like a person that looked like she struck the lottery. That's what it was.
But I mean, it's we hear it all the time though, and that's why I'm like, it's crazy. Cause like even like think about this as a perfect example. Bernie Mac, right? Bernie Mac, like his woman at the time, that's his wife, didn't even wanted him. He did not wanted him at the time, right? But guess what? When all the other people started seeing what they liked in him, and she couldn't, and then until someone else had to show her what it was, then that's when she liked him. You never liked him for yourself. You liked him only because other people influenced you to like him. And that's just the damn shame. Is like these things that y'all doing, y'all not genuinely finding the attraction in these people on a genuine notion.
Yeah.
Other than the flat line of other people or your own perspectives. And it's just sad.
Yeah, men gotta stop falling for that shit though. And get with people that actually like them. But hold on, let me just finish out the rest of this.
I'm telling you right now, them niggas that care about themselves, they're gonna have you out here working 3 jobs just to fulfill what they need in their purpose in life.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
What
George.
you
You gotta
saying
have
is
your
y'all
ass
have
out here
poverty
working,
God, damn.
working.
You throwing y'all light skins under the bus. He
Baby,
said, y'all
you
get
got
poverty
2 hours left out of that 24-hour day. You better get a fourth
Hell
job,
no,
goddamn
you
it.
know what?
PRN.
Hell no. I like to get very
What
dark
you doing
chocolate
sleeping?
brothers. We out here pit for y'all too.
Be like, man, what you don't you only work like 20 hours out of the 24-hour day? You better, man, don't even rest your eyes. Get back out there.
You saying shit.
Yeah.
If you light skin, that means
Shout out to light skinned guys holding it down.
Working, and if you dark skin, then they hella putting work in. You just get with them. Oh my gosh.
Light skinned dudes ain't having it. We're like, look, baby girl, hey, I understand you got 2 jobs, but you don't think you could put the rest of this weight on your back?
And that's
my
crazy,
luck,
right? You the main one that be talking about they need to be working 3 jobs, though, man. Like,
I'm telling you, man,
Tell me
she
that's not
done
your
broke the
thing.
code. That's what I'm saying. I'm loving this video. She's like, look, they'll have your ass out here working. She's like, shit, y'all better come down south.
oh man.
Baby, my man ain't never told me to go get no job. When he came to see me and he told my mom and them, he said, no, I want to take her so I can take care of her. I got this. My daddy handed me over so freely. Okay, wait.
Her dad was like, take her broke ass. Get her out of my house. He'd be like,
Lord.
shit, ain't none of them light-skinned dudes take her. Nah, that was funny though, man. Yeah, that was a funny little clip. But yeah, shit, boy, females are just going out their way nowadays and just disrespect the dudes they with.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I couldn't do it, man. I'm sorry, man. That's why you that female gotta like you. Because most females won't, if they ain't really into you, they're not gonna go out in social media like the 2 clips we was watching. But man, when they get around their friends, because I grew up around a lot of female cousins, and I had a couple sisters. Boy, the way they talk about dudes that they really don't like, that shit rough, man. Yeah, that's why guys is like, man, y'all better stop playing and stop lying to yourself. You a clown show to them when they get, oh, I can't stand him. They try to climb up on me, and that's where they be like, you gotta pay. That's when that shit become transactional.
Yeah,
You're like, hey,
man, this breath was stinking, man. I couldn't stand them. You know what I mean?
Nah, they ruthless with it. Yeah, definitely.